What's going on, everyone? Hope I caught your attention as far as what we kind of made this topic on, as far as the magic pill, the muscle building magic pill that a lot of companies out there, they make this claim. And we're going to go into that in the detail in a few minutes. But of course, welcome to Muscle Bully Monday. If you got me looking over here, I'm online in another group over here. And that way I can... If you see me looking over this direction, you're not wondering why I'm looking over here. And there we go. Now, let me see here. But yeah, today this is the second video that we've gone live on. Our first video is done great. Last week's Build My Bully went off great. It went exactly as I expected. We got a lot of great likes, a lot of great views, and it gave us a lot of questions that we wanted to address anyways, as far as the whole big analogy of to bulk your dog up, it's just genetics, and we're going to kill that theory. Obviously, we do believe in genetics, but we're going to get into detail next week about the whole topic of just genetics. Today, we're actually going to discuss this, one of our top products, our top selling products, the Muscle Bully Muscle Building Supplement. We're also going to announce the 3 winners of last week who win the bag with the shirt and the VitaBully and the other samples of our products. And we're actually going to give you some knowledge on how to really build your bully, how to maximize your dog's genetic potential. You know, I'll go online and I'll look at groups and I'll see some topics and I'll see a lot of bully owners, for example. It kind of explains to you the reason why they say it's just genetics. And if you haven't been in the bully game for a long time, what you're going to find out is that back in the day, a lot of some of the big name major studs were shot up with roids, and that's just a fact. And they always want and the big deal in the bully community is about having a proven producer. So what would happen is you would see this badass bully, right? Just a badass complete stud. And you're like, man, I want to get a puppy off that bully, right? And then you get this puppy, and you take him home, you raise him for 2 or 3 years, and he looks nothing like his father, right? He doesn't have anything to look like, it doesn't look anything like his father. Same genetics, DNA profile, but doesn't carry that same muscle mass. And the reason is because that his cells weren't nourished the same. When your dog when you have a dog that's shot up with steroids or fed differently, or its DNA is nourished differently, if you're not taking the same necessary steps, don't expect the same outcome. It's like, for example, if you produce, let's say you have 2 cloned seeds of, let's say, for example, tomato plants. You take one seed, you throw it in natural dirt, you give it as much sunlight as it needs, natural sunlight, you water it as much as it naturally needs, and then you grow that same identical clone seed hydroponically, you're going to produce and yield a different fruit, a different total plant. And the reason is because those cells are nourished completely different. Now, with that being said, beware of certain companies that say, give this to your dog, give this magic pill to your dog, right? And no exercise required. It doesn't matter what you do. You're just going to bulk up your dog. That's a bunch of BS. And we're going to get into details later on in this video about how to actually build muscle, really maximize the genetic potential of your dog. And you're going to have to do some work. And that's just the bottom line. There's no shortcuts to building muscle, and especially muscle that is muscle maturity in dogs. And it starts at the very beginning. We've had the pleasure to work with a bunch of different breeds and a bunch of different litters. We've taken runts that I've actually nutritionally coached and have passed or surpassed its litter mates, and especially in pups. It's going to be extremely important as far as the first 6 months, the first 12 months are really critical if you really want to maximize your bully's potential. And the reason is because that's when they naturally break down muscle tissue and regenerate it faster and repair it faster through natural play and no muscle retention exercises more than any other time in its life. So the sooner you start, the better. And when we produced our formulas, we made sure that all the ingredients are natural. They're 100% safe. They've not only been tested and highly tested, but they've also been tested on humans and animals. So to show proven results. And we'll get into details about why we're able to put the word or muscle building support claims on our labels as well. And just to kind of give you some details, hold on a second, let me answer this question real quick. Okay. All right, so just to get into details about our product, the Muscle Bully Muscle Building Supplement. Now, this product is an all-natural formula. It comes in a small tablet form, as you can see. And here's one of the samples. If you're interested in samples, just visit our site, musclebully.com. And one of the main ingredients in this formula, it's a natural nutrient called DMG, which stands for dimethylglycine. Now, some of the benefits, obviously, cardiovascular-wise, is that if you're really exercising your dog, lactic acid buildup accumulation within the muscles is going to be important. If your dog's muscles fatigue, you're not going to get the most out of your workout. But one of the things it's known for is it's combative against cancer. So a lot of bullies, I mean, just about 1 out of every 2 bullies, 50% of the dogs in the world receive some type of fatty cancer or some type of tumor. And what DMG is known for is to attack the killer cells. And those killer cells are the known T cells that are known to create those fatty tumors. And you don't want to have to deal with cancer in your dog. I mean, I've had actually my own dog, Shogun, he had a couple tumors, and I actually supplemented him with DMG, turned his diet more alkaline. And I had gone to 2 different vets. One vet told me $3,500, the other vet told me $5,000. I actually reduced those tumors to where they didn't even exist anymore through his diet and using DMG. So that's what turned me into an actual believer. Calorie conversion rate. So why is this important? If you feed your dog, let's say, for example, 4 cups of dog food, depending on the quality of the actual dog food, it will determine how much he's actually processing. And most likely it's 50% or under. So if you're actually feeding your dog 4 cups, he's probably going to process about 50% and past 50%. So if you actually start incorporating DMG into his diet, it should increase the percentage of the calorie conversion rate inside your dog. Therefore, you're going to see less stools and bigger gain. Another great thing about DMG is oxygen utilization efficiency. And why is this important? Again, as we've gone through, it's kind of like, for example, gas, right? If you use a low-grade gas, low-octane gas, compared to a racing fuel, your car is going to get more miles, or more miles per gallon. And I don't know if you noticed this. I got this little apple right here. Now, oxygen utilization efficiency helps reduce the lactic acid buildup. And the reason why I got this apple and I cut it, for example, let's say this apple right here is a replica of your dog's muscle. And when you cut the apple, it compromises the muscle. So what happens is as you're breaking down muscle tissue, the brown that's in, what you'll notice is the apple start turning brown. Well, that brown, let's just say, is lactic acid buildup. Therefore, the muscle is not going to be able to function. So when you reduce lactic acid buildup, that's going to reduce the gunk that's in your dog's muscles so that it will be able to perform more efficiently. So another great benefit is anti-aging. It's great for, DMG is great for strengthening the immune system, anti-aging. It reduces stress levels inside your dog. So if you travel a lot to shows, it's a great way to great supplement to offer your dog, especially when they go to shows and get stressed out. I've noticed a lot of big name bullies out there that are getting to shows. They're fatiguing during the shows. If you're maximizing your dog's genetic potential, it should never fatigue, no matter how many rounds you take it through a show. We have so many dogs that use our supplements and use our programs that we develop for them, and they go to these shows, and not one of them actually, they don't just perform better later on the day. They actually perform better in live competition. So we have dogs that, for example, in dog diving or weight pulling, they perform really well. Let's say Saturday, but they even perform better and more efficiently Sundays. So your dog, if you maximize your bully's genetic potential, it should never fatigue. It should never fatigue. It never should stress out. It should never overheat. And if it does, then you're not maximizing your bully's genetic potential. That's plain and simple. We'll try this for my bully, Keith Hall. Yeah, definitely, Keith Hall. We would love for you to try it on your bully. Now, if you go to our website, musclebully.com, just fill out the form, Build My Bully, and we'll break down your bully's whole, basically your diet, what you're feeding, and how to maximize your genetic potential. We don't just sit here and push our supplements on you and say that that's all you need is supplements. We would like to break down your current diet and see what your nutritional goal is, and that way we can help you maximize through natural food sources, and if we need to offer you a supplement, or if you want to take your dog's nutrition to the next level, we'll tell you what supplements you can add to your dog's diet to maximize its genetic potential. All right, so let's get into the other ingredients that are going to be found in this formula. Methionine. Now, methionine is an essential amino acid. It means that you have to get this amino acid through food sources or through supplementation. And what it is a powerful antioxidant. It helps with the production of collagen. Why is this important? If you want strong, healthy nails, skin and coat conditioning health, then this is definitely a nutrient and an amino acid that you want to add into your dog's diet. Lysine, L-lysine, it's another essential amino acid, which means you have to get it through your foods and you have to get it through supplementation. It's a great nutrient to reduce anxiety. Obviously, bone is a big deal in bullies. So as far as if you want to improve your bone density, bone health, you're going to want to add this to your diet. Obviously, skin and coat health, and hair loss. A lot of bullies have a lot of hair loss due to their diets, and that's another supplement that's going to, another nutrient that's found in this formula that's going to help that. Carnitine, that's another great supplement. Now, what this does, especially if you're working out your dog, it helps transfer fatty acids throughout the system. Now, obviously, if you understand dog nutrition, fat is the key, is basically the key nutrient. It's a far superior energy source compared to your proteins or your carbs. So if you want to increase the endurance of your dogs, you don't give them more protein, you give them more healthy fats. And obviously, if you have an obese dog, which obesity seems to be a big issue, I mean, a lot of bullies are overweight. You see it's really easy to put weight on your dogs through healthy calories and how and through the basic nutrients that are in its daily diet. It's really easy to make a dog fat. It's really easy to make a dog obese. But to actually build muscle and muscle maturity and muscle density, it takes a while to do it, and it takes a commitment to do it. And not to say that there's bullies out there that are genetically gifted in muscle. And that's another thing. When I see someone come on there and they say, oh, it's just genetics. Look at this dog. He's naturally muscular. And I ask them what they're feeding him, and they feed him. I just feed him a good raw diet and I feed him a good kibble or a good kibble, right? And I go, wow, your dog's naturally gifted in muscularity. But how I think and how I see it is, imagine if that dog looks like that, just being fed that with minimal exercise and just a mediocre diet. Could you imagine what that bully would look like if you maximize his genetic potential? I know a lot of a lot of owners that deal with working dogs. I'm like, man, if that dog was under Mike eBay's toolage, where he's building, taking that dog and maximizing his nutrition levels and exercising with a variety of muscle retention exercises, that dog would look completely different. You could add probably 5-10% more muscle, reduce body fat, and that dog would look ridiculous. So yeah, genetics plays a role in the foundation, but just because your dog is muscular genetically doesn't mean you're maximizing its genetic potential. And last but not least, one of my favorite, if not my most favorite nutrient, is creatine. And the whole taboo of creatine, we're going to kill that next week. I had a guy come on and troll one of our last videos and says, creatine is a joke. You're using all these fancy words like amino acids, and creatine is just a joke. And I talked to him, and you can actually go to our video, and you'll see that as we're discussing things, and I said, well, what are you feeding your dog? Well, it's an 80-20. I feed my dog live prey, whatever's in season. And I'm like, okay. So you feed a raw diet, right? It consists of like venison and pheasant and fish and just other natural meat sources. So I asked him, I said, well, if creatine's a joke, you're feeding your dog creatine and it's a joke, or you think feeding your dog creatine is a joke, why are you feeding all these natural food sources that are packed with creatine. You're telling me that your dog is thriving off natural food sources packed with creatine. What it came down to is that the things that he was saying about amino acids and creatine, his diet was packed with creatine and amino acids. So it kind of contradicted the whole theory of feeding creatine as a joke. That's like me saying caffeine is bad for you, but here's a recipe for this amazing coffee that you should drink every day. So let me drink this drink this coffee that's packed with caffeine, but caffeine's bad for you. It just contradicted his theory. And the truth is that your dog will thrive off creatine consumption. And we'll get into details, but next week, the difference between raw feeding and processed kibbles and how your dog can benefit from creatine. Obviously, if your dog's diet is packed with creatine, and you're not like competing in dog sports where you need to increase your performance levels or anything like that, then we're not gonna say, hey, give your dog more creatine. Or if your dog's diet is packed with a ton of protein, we're not gonna say, here, give your dog more protein. It's retarded to even say something like that. What makes creatine so important? Obviously, it's the strongest studied nutrient, natural nutrient out there. It's completely safe. Obviously, it's known and linked back to increased in muscle strength and muscle size, improves muscle recovery. They did studies where it showed it improved sprint performance. Obviously, now they have a lot of studies where it showed neurological benefits, where brain function, where creatine plays a role in brain function health and how it functions more efficiently. And also bone density. That's why you're going to find it in a lot of veterinarian strength formulas as far as to support bone health. And we put it in our Flex formula because, for example, a lot of joint problems and the joint issues within dogs has to do with not preventing the issue, the stabilizer muscles. If the stabilizer muscles are compromised, like for example, if you take one of your, let's say for example, your iPhone charger, right? And that rubber around it, let's say that's the stabilizer muscle. So let me see here. Like for example, this cord right here. The outside of this cord is what we'll kind of duplicate as your stabilizer muscle. Once that opens, then your joints, your ligaments, your other connective tissues are going to be compromised. So prevention is everything. So if you have healthy stabilizer muscles, most likely you're not going to have as many, or you're going to lower the risk of your health-related issues of any type of joint problems. Now, as you've seen, I put on this as our headline, the magic pill. All right, so I'm going to cut to the chase. The only way to actually build muscle is through muscle retention exercises and actually exercising your dog, breaking down those muscle tissues, and then re-nourishing them with healthy proteins, high-quality proteins, and healthy fats over a consistent basis, doing it consistently over a long period of time. Now, let's say you're starting out your puppy, right? Is this safe for your puppy? Absolutely 100% safe. They always ask, one of the number one questions, when to start this formula. And I always say, start it as soon as possible. If you don't own the lactating mother, which if you have a lactating mother or a nursing mother, this is a great supplement to help her during while she's nursing and raising those puppies, because that's when she's going to be stressed out the most. Her system's going to need to perform more efficiently. So the oxygen utilization efficiency helps her recover. A lot of females or bitches blow their skin or blow their hair right afterwards. We've had a lot of dogs that didn't do that after they started taking this. But by transferring that nutrients to the puppy, if you don't own a nursing mother, then as soon as you start weaning the puppy, start this formula. And the reason is again, oxygen utilization efficiency. If you take the living cell and you increase the oxygen utilization efficiency, what's going to happen is that those cells are going to be nourished. The internal system's going to start performing more efficiently. And we talk about brain function, eye function, internal digestive system, and just the overall development of the dog. The puppy will develop more efficiently. So start them as early as possible. Now, if you're talking about an adult dog or a dog that's already fully grown, then how this formula is going to help is that you're going to get out there, you're going to start incorporating this formula into their diet. We're going to create a diet for you that will allow will maximize your dog's genetic potential, and then you're going to exercise your dog and break down those muscle tissues, and you're going to do it over and over again with a different variety of exercises. So what I would suggest doing, and the reason why I say a variety of muscle retention exercise, and I'm not talking about walking your dog 3 miles or letting them play generically outside with the kids or anything like that. I mean, that's great exercise, but I'm talking about real muscle retention exercise, like drag sled with actual weight, treadmill, slap mills, flirt pole with weighted vest, spring pole work, swimming, hill work. If you're gonna, your dog's muscles are going to be challenged differently. Say if you take your dog for a 3-mile walk, but then take your dog for a 3-mile walk up the mountains or uphill and downhill. It's going to challenge and break down those muscle tissues completely differently if you were just to walk them 3 miles and just let them naturally play. Eventually, your dog's going to be conditioned. If you put your dog on the treadmill for 3 miles a day, right, and he's done that for 3 months, eventually he's going to be conditioned for that. So depending on if you're competing in dog sports, that'll determine on how we would recommend it. We also work with a lot of great weight pulling. I mean, talking about the best weight pullers, some of the best weight pullers in the world, some of the best lure course racers in the world, agility dog, canine trainers and handlers, show dog people. We compete with, we work personally side by side with a lot of them. So we can actually send you in the right direction. If we can't answer the questions for you or what we suggest, for example, I'm not going to advise you on how to train your dog for weight pulling when I can send you to one of our national champion weight pullers and say, hey, man, do you mind giving this person some advice on how to get started? We're all about the promotion of exercising your dog. And for those trolls that get on there and say, it's just genetics and that it's not the magic pill, I'm telling you straight up right now, we're not saying that good nutrition and exercise doesn't play a role. We are saying that you need to exercise your dogs. You need to do it consistently. You need to feed a consistent, healthy, well-balanced diet consistently. So don't get on here and say it's just genetics and that all we're saying is just genetics. That's a little old. Now, as far as labeling, how are we able to put muscle building and muscle support claims on the label? As you know, there's a company out there right now, and there's probably no need to say their name because they're a pretty popular company. And if you go to their website, they're selling everybody a cheap, low-grade multivitamin that contains absolutely no muscle-building ingredients that have been proven to support muscle-building claims. Okay? This is why you only see these claims on their website. They'll never put them on the label. And the reason why is because the manufacturing facility that they probably produce their product from follows GMP guidelines, FDA regulated guidelines, even though supplements aren't FDA regulated, or they're part of the National Animal Supplement Council. And you cannot put any muscle building claims on the actual label unless you have proven nutrients that have been proven to support muscle building claims. And this isn't a magic pill. Will your dog have nutritional benefits from this product? Absolutely. Will you see some changes? You probably will see some changes if you add this to your dog's diet and you contact us and we change up your dog's diet. You're definitely going to see a dramatic change. What you will see changes is if you take the time and actually exercise your dog and go work out your dog, you're going to see major difference in muscle recovery and muscle performance. The nutrients that this actual formula has been tested on national scale events, in live competitions, and recorded competitions where dogs actually set personal records. They've seen a measurable result. So, for example, they jump further or they jumped higher. That's a measurable result. The dog built added lean muscle mass, or reduced body fat depending on what the nutritional goal was. That's an actual measurable result. The dog pulled more weight. It improved its strength. That's a measurable result. The dog ran a faster time in a lure course race or agility course race. That's a measurable result. We don't care about, while we do work with a lot of dogs that set national records, world records in their sports, for us, it's all about a measurable result. Let's maximize your dog's genetic potential. So if a dog gets second or third place but doesn't finish first, but he sets a new personal best, that's what we're looking for in maximizing your bully's genetic potential. At the same time, what makes this product so great is that it's going to improve its overall health. You're talking about strengthening your dog's immune system, maximizing the calorie conversion rate in its diet, so the nutrients that are going in its system are being utilized, and your dog's actually benefiting from them and not just passing them. So that's really important to us. First and foremost is to improve your overall dog's health. If we can add a year or two to your dog, or potentially add a year or two to your dog's, or prevent your dog from getting any health-related issues, and you don't have to visit the vet to deal with that type of issue, that's what's really important to us. So, again, with that being said, let me get on here and let's talk about who is. Let me see here. See who the winners are of last week. That's going to be dope. But yeah, if you have any questions, make sure you visit our website, musclebully.com. Fill out the free form, Build My Bully. We take the guesswork out of everything. If you have a question about a certain product that you're using you want us to break down, contact us. One of our nutritional coaches will help you with that. If you have a question on an actual supplement, another supplement that you're giving your dog, we will break that down for you. Wow, man, we had a ton of shares. Let's see here. All right, so what we got here? And if I kill your name, I'm sorry, but we are. All right, so the three winners are Joe Patino. Congratulations, you won one of these bags. Make sure you inbox us, and we'll get you your free VitaBully, some other samples. Russell Lamar Jr., congratulations. You won as well. And our third winner is Adrian Soto. So, all you guys, so Adrian Soto, Russell Lamar Jr., and Joe Patino. Please contact us, inbox us. You are the winner. You are the three winners of the the Muscle Bully gift bag. Again, we need to know your shirt sizes. It's going to have the samples of the product. You get a shirt, you get a free bottle of VitaBully. So, you're going to get a sample of the protein. You're going to get a sample of the Muscle Bully Gains. You're going to get a sample of this product today, the Muscle Builder Muscle Building Supplement. You're going to get a sample of the creatine. Get a cool decal too. Sticker. I post them up everywhere. Obviously, we need your shirt sizes, but you also get a free 60-tablet bottle of VitaBully. So congratulations to those three winners. Just inbox us. We'll get your mailing address, and we will also get your shirt sizes, and we'll get those mailed out to you this week. And just share this video. This week, we're going to do something a little bit different. To enter a contest to win one of these bags, a t-shirt, and we're going to select another three winners for the Muscle Bully Muscle Building Supplement next week. You have to enter this contest, you're going to have to share this video. Also, leave a comment and tag one of your friends who would be interested, who owns a bully or owns a bully dog and is interested in nutrition and wants to maximize its bully's genetic potential. You know, a serious bully owner, someone who is that takes owning a dog very seriously. And again, we appreciate your time, and I'm loving all the feedback that we're getting back. Next week, next Monday, actually, I'm going to have to do the video either Sunday night or Tuesday. We'll keep you posted. But what we're going to look for next week, the topic next week is it's just genetics, and we're going to get into our muscle bully product, Muscle Bully Creatine. We're going to kill all the myths, all the BS. We're going to tell you about natural food sources that your dog's getting that's packed with creatine naturally. And again, we look forward to talking to you guys next week and then going live again, man. Again, share this video. leave a comment, tag one of your friends in the comment, and you'll automatically be entered to win a free 120 tablet bottle of the muscle building supplement, a free bag with other samples in it, and a t-shirt. So thanks again. If you have any questions, visit musclebully.com. If you want to get a free nutritional coach for the lifetime of your dog, just fill out the Build My Bully form. You don't have to buy our products. It's absolutely free, and we'll do what we can to help you maximize your genetic potential. Thank you again, and look forward to talking to you soon.